Quinn Buckner getting set for his 21st season as an analyst for the Pacers. What's your anticipation level like for this season?
Well, I'm excited because I knew there needed to be some changes, and I think we all saw that coming. What I think Kevin Pritchard and the staff did was put together some guys that are hungry to prove that they belong in this league, and now we need to see how they come together. But the couple of things that are looking good for me is I'm looking at that big lineup. You've got to figure out what Myles and Sabonis is going to do. But there are a lot of storylines I think we'll have all year.
More on the front court in just a little bit. But what needs to happen with this team in that first third, maybe to half of the season before Oladipo comes back? What does this team need to do in November and December?
Well, Donnie Walsh, who's been here forever, we often talk about this. It's usually the first 20 games that you find out what the team is. So let's look at that. I think what you have to do is see who are the guys that you can count on to do what you need them to do? Who can I count to rebound? Who can I count to score? I think we have some idea of who that is. And then look at them, how they gel. How do they come together and what ingredients needed to be added? And then you have a better idea of when Victor comes back, how to slide him in there, and then everybody can adjust.
The rebounding numbers should be better with Domantas Sabonis starting alongside Myles Turner this season. Let's hear from the big men about playing together in the 2019-2020 season.
The biggest thing for me is still extending my range, being able to shoot the ball at a consistent rate, and my perimeter defense as well. You know, with him, you know, guarding the perimeters, you know, there's gonna be times I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
As a four, you know, they see me as a four on the defensive end. You know, on offense, I think I'm gonna do what I've been doing these past 2 years, so that won't change. Just defensively is the big key, you know, guarding smaller guys.
I think they got a chance to do something special, them two. I think they have a really good chemistry that they might not necessarily been able to show the last 2 years, but this year, give it some time, I think it's going to be very, very special.
It is not a shock to hear that Victor Oladipo is confident about what Myles Turner and Domantas Sabonis can do together. What challenges, though, Quinn, will they face to start the season, especially with some smaller lineups?
Well, with the smaller lineups, I think you have to be concerned about who goes out and covers that stretch four. Domantas will try to do that some. I think you've got to look at Myles and see how that works out. But I think the counter is what you want the opposition to deal with. Who's going to guard in the post, particularly when you have Sabonis in the post? That's a tough cover for the average five, no less for a stretch four. So I think you try to take advantage of that, put more pressure on them to have to guard your four as opposed to the other way around.
Barring injuries, the starting lineup is pretty much set, but there appears to be some healthy competition for the second unit spots. How do you see that going? Do you think this is one of the deepest teams we've seen in Indiana?
I think it's one of the deepest teams, no doubt. And I think what it provides is a great competition in practice, and I think that's where you get better. So you look at it, Aaron Holiday has got to establish what he is. He's a scoring guard, but T.J. McConnell is going to push. He's that kind of player, gives you all you need there. Jakar Sampson did a nice job. I think he can do some things. Let's find out what T.J. Leaf can do. You know, we think that that's a guy that can add some things to the table. And Alizé Johnson showing some signs. And Edmund Sumner all have shown some growth. So you're right. It is a deep team, and it should be a lot of fun.
Even before Victor Oladipo comes back, there are a number of intriguing early season storylines. Quinn, I can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
All right.